Hi there, we're back to ton today in terms of Wyckoff in daily and weekly charts. So we'll start with the weekly because it constrains what can happen in the daily. So let's begin. Here we're looking at the tech we put in 2 weeks ago already, and the sign of strength to me still hasn't happened yet because over the course of the past 2 weeks the price it tried earlier this week that it tried to break above the yellow resistance line at around $3.40, but so far it hasn't been successful. There's still half a week for this to happen, and then if it really comes close to the orange line, by then I'll consider that a sign of strength. So right now it's still early, that it's at an early accumulation stage. One good sign or positive sign I see is this red bar over here. Even though it's red, it's saying there was a lot of change of hands in this on this particular week, that the body, the price range is small, meaning there are people like changing hands saying, this is like the equilibrium position. So a lot of people were selling, but also a lot of people were buying. So that's a very, I would say, I was tempted to say the word promising, but I'll use it more conservative word, like it's a sign. It's a sign that there may be some whales that moved in and scooped up a lot of supplies, waiting for the pump. So, or like trying to make a pump. They're whales. They make the pump, not wait for the pump. So here, if that's the case, if it really is what I say, then the spirit, after we see the sign of strength, there may be retracement a little, and then or sideways or trading, and it will go up and show us another buying climax, much like what happened in August last year. So ton is relatively new, so if you want to take reference of what I said just now, the retracement after SOS, you can find it in many other charts in my other sessions, both like altcoins and Bitcoin. So that's the big picture. We expect some more movements. If it really comes up to test, it's the sign of strength. If it doesn't go as high, it's only trading horizontally. It may be a prolonged accumulation for a ton. So if we go to the daily chart, here 2 weeks ago it was still within the test period, so we don't have anything to add over here. What I have put in was this really a sign of strength? If this was one, then obviously we have seen a second one just on Tuesday. The best is, like I already mentioned, is to see one near the orange resistance line. Currently we don't see that yet because this one happened on Tuesday. It was even lower than the one happened in late May. So I would still put a question mark here. And this second one is like, can you show us, can the price show us really some actions towards this orange line at around $4? So by then we can have more confidence that, oh, this is really the sign of strength coming. And like I said, ton is very young. There's probably not a very clear cycle for us to take reference. This one was pretty high. You can plug in all the tags like selling climax, the preliminary support, and then automatic rally, and then like some other test over here, and maybe even a spring. So I just make it simple and say it's a test, and eventually obviously we have this backup or last point of support period before it gets to the PSY. So dealing with a new coin without much track record is very challenging, but the Wyckoff pattern or method itself is consistent, so we'll still be able to do something. So that's where ton is, and let's expect a little bit more accumulation to come, and hopefully we'll see the new buying climax in like near future. So thanks for joining me today.